All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Kaiji, Season 1, Episode 17. E-Card.
Yeah.
The best game potentially that we've gotten in... Well, would you say it's better than Tic-Tac-Toe or no? Or Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Yes. This is slightly better than Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Yeah.
Now, I liked the social element of the Rock, Paper, Scissors game a lot.
Right. That was fun.
This one being something where it comes down to hand reading and body language and, emotional manipulation and then the tactics of kind of talking specifically to try and influence what they're going to play, and then the back and forth element, and then the fact that you have one person entirely in control of the betting side of things.
And it's personal.
Every decision matters dramatically.
Oh, yeah.
And thus you could then feel the consequences of your decisions 5 hands later where you're like, fuck, damn it, I thought
I could lose that, but oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'm excited for this to snowball in Tonegawa's direction.
Just please play something different this time, Kaiji. Do not do the same thing 3 times in a row. Please.
He's fucking gone. Just rock, rock.
Just the second time's the best one,
Exactly. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
1位2戦目と同じく1枚目は両者ともに市民を選択。どうする？もう一回ここで皇帝を通しに行くか。
No, he's holding over a card.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Oh my god. But oh my god.
He switched. You see he switched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because he was playing first.
Right.
Kaiji was playing first.
Kaiji was trying to bluff, but now he's shown what card is the Emperor.
Yeah, you need to... God, fuck. You need to mix up your cards, Kaiji. And he keeps reaching for the same one. Oh my god.
And now he's playing first, which is a dumbass move.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And that, great poker face.
Yep.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Wow.
Has Kaiji just never played, cards before?
He's just really bad. It's okay. Yeah.
But you played the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. No, this is good. He's losing, so he'll draw info from that.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that feeling.
The fear.
It's so loud too. Right.
Oh, and it's slow.
Yeah.
Well, obviously. You never said he read your mind. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Although he could have easily chosen before that. I'm not a psychic. Great job. Yeah. It's nice of him to go into all of this.
Yeah. He's helping him out.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
No, people sometimes do have this intuition because they can't actually read the details of people's body language. Yeah, he's done this many times. Wow. Yeah. Wow, good. Oh my god.
Nice.
Uh-huh, their bodies, yep, exactly.
You are already dead.
Fuck. God, the operatic music coming in here. You'll find out, yeah.
Now maybe since you're psyched out right now, just do 1 millimeter for each of these just to get through them.
Right, he's still safe from that regard. Ha!
Nice.
He took the cards, though. Did you notice that?
Oh.
Maybe he's gonna mark them or something. He's gonna do some cheeky cheating shit. You know?
Oh, that would be. I would love it, but he would
absolutely notice
He would
that.
absolutely notice.
Tonegawa's like, he's using the I'm gonna go cheat method. You know?
Right, exactly. Oh, he's checking to see if any of them
Looking
are
in
marked.
the mirror.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
There's nothing special about any of them.
Nope.
Yeah. This is good that he's doing it this way too. But I mean, it was pretty obvious once you looked at the cards. There was nothing marked or different about any of them. Yep, nice. Yep. Yep. I have nothing to lose here.
Yeah, I'm just having fun.
This is my favorite part about this, is that Kaiji has all the choice, but Tonegawa has all the joy out of it. Right, exactly.
Yep.
So give me the cards, I'll inspect them.
Please tell me you're not gonna bet 10 millimeters.
I mean, he can change it up per hand, not per round, you know, so. Yeah, so this hand specifically.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course.
But maybe there's also they also bet specifically what his wager would be too, you know?
Okay. That's the max he can do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You disappoint us now.
Yep.
Excess folly. Oh!
I love it.
Oh!
I love it.
Yeah, break it down. Fuck!
Yeah.
He's giving them an out for hand 2.
Right.
Or for the hand 5.
Pride has no place here.
Hey, he played first, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
It only matters on the ones where you play first.
No, but he's gonna flex on him and he's gonna hold the Emperor till like the very end. Because he's just betting on Kaiji failing now, not on him winning, you know? Ooh.
I don't think he cares. No.
Like, it's a nice idea, but... Right. Although, he might do the triple bluff where it's the... I know that you'd read into that, so I'll still do the same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Good read.
思った通り、もし今皇帝を出していたら利根川の勝ち。それができなかったということは、
No, it's because you played...
Yeah, he's betting on you losing, not on him winning.
Right.
2枚目のカードはカイジから。ここが最初の
Oh yeah, this
基
too.
本的に肯定側も奴隷側も自分が先にカードを提出するとき。
Because, yeah, if he can get a read that, like, oh, it's safe, then great.
下手な考えなんてやら。これでは先が思いやられる。
True.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
ここから先の
This hand doesn't matter in that grand a scheme. You're only betting 2.
Two, yeah.
Yeah.
利根川が皇帝を通すとしたら2枚目だ。皇帝側からすれば後出しの2枚目と4枚目このどちらかで勝負のカードを出す。だが4枚目で勝負となると
I mean, no. This is all good stuff, but if you just give it away
But
by
the
your...
problem is, it's not odds of 50-50 because there's only one win or loss and then the hand's over.
Yeah.
So it's not individually. It's across the entire thing.
これか。
Yeah, but they all do change after each play.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, they don't really because there's nothing that changes about the bet. And if it ends up being something that was like either the slave or the emperor, then it stops there regardless.
Door opened.
カイジ君、援軍だ。
Wait, reinforcements?
何の力にもならぬクズのような援軍だがな。
But they want to watch?
Why are they brought in here?
どう戦ったらいいんだ。
Throw Kaiji
決ま
off?
ったカイジ。突破口を開く策。
Or so that they'll get greedy and want to play this game too?
新版を彼は必要としていた。このままではあまりにも無策。
Yep.
ただ寄るべなく勝負という海原を
No strategy, nothing.
その口車に乗ってこれ以上貴様のペースに巻き込まれてたまるか。
But being
Alright.
この主導権は
Alright.
being anti-reactionary is still reactionary.
張ってでも
5戦目
He did admit that it's pride.
カードを選択。そして繰り返される同じ思考、同じ理論。
皇帝側では先出しの1枚でまず勝負には来ない。なら市民待てよ。奴はさっきの勝負絶対来ると思った2枚目で皇帝を出さなかった。
一度考え出すと止まらない疑念。
Yep. And he becomes easier to
瞬
read.
く間に広がり、思考を瞑想に導く。
Yep, yep. This is the point of the game. He's fucked.
奴隷か
No.
出せね
Don't ever play the slave. Leave it for the very end.
オープン。面白かろう。
I love
あったかな。これほど必死に人の心、真実を知ろうとした。これが本当の会話だ。
Wow. There's the episode name. Nice, nice.
そう、このいいカードは相手の真理真実の心を突き止めるゲーム。混じりっけなし。心と心の会話だ。君は真剣に私の心を測ろうとしている。無論私もだ。
Yeah.
この圧倒的会話の濃度、日常では味わえまい。震えるほどに味わえる勝負の優越、醍醐味よ。
Oh my god.
確かに
They're getting so into it.
相手の心は数秒後いともあっさり明らかになる。躊躇、勇気、欲望、恐れ。恐れ？そうだ、恐れ。
The one thing that he doesn't have here.
閃光のようにカイジの脳裏を走り抜けた思考。
Right, because he's playing on you losing. He's playing against your fear. So if you don't, I don't think he's gonna play his emperor ever.
Whoa.
No, because that's the thing. If you in a the odds thing only works when you are playing up against a truly static situation. But because there's the difference for the slave versus the emperor. The slave loses unless it's played when the emperor is played.
Right.
He doesn't want to play the slave.
Right.
Right? Because then if it's against literally anything other than the emperor, he loses. Right? So, or wait. Right. And Tonegawa then doesn't want to play the emperor because that's a chance that Kaiji could win.
Right.
All his cards are winners right now.
Yeah.
Right? So just, And as long as he can tell that Kaiji is afraid, right, then he's not actually going to hold the slave to the very end because he's worried that then Tonegawa will win.
Sure.
Because as long as
I think what Kaiji is also saying that the fear of him losing his ear is the same thing that he can use to mask when he's playing the slave.
Oh, sure. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
So if he thinks about the fear of that consequence, then he can avoid the...
Right.
All right, we are a couple more hands into the game, but we've started the conversation.
Right.
The idea of two human beings trying to understand each other through the pure expression of who are you? What kind of person are you?
Yep.
Would you be the person to put the poison into their own cup? Yeah, exactly. And that goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, cycling endlessly until there's really no way that you can truly understand them. But maybe by the end of this game, you'll have a little bit more of a definitive understanding because Tonegawa is doing this for the fun of it.
Yes.
That is honest. He is absolutely being 100% honest.
He doesn't need to cheat. That ruined the experience.
He's having so much fun doing this that you could, like Jacob is saying, you could logic out that in a lot of ways, drag the game out. Don't play your slave as long as possible. Because he won't play the Emperor. Not just because he's getting just a bunch of kicks out of it, which might be the emotional angle for this.
Sure.
But also because, you're afraid. You're absolutely afraid. You don't know necessarily what kind of emotions you're going to be releasing, but if you hone in on a specific one, maybe it's not going to be that easy to determine what you're playing because you're always going to be afraid of what he'll play. And maybe, in the same way that you're always afraid of what's going to happen to your ear.
And maybe because of that, he doesn't actually need to really think about what you're going to play.
Right.
Because it's just, I'm just going to give you the opportunities to hang yourself.
By your bad bet decisions.
Exactly. Right? Yep. And so there you go. So what I would love to see here, because we had the upset of the Emperor loss for Kaiji.
Right, even though Kaiji didn't do the 3 in a row thing.
But
he made it stupidly obvious that the next play was going to be Emperor.
And I think that sets the tone for this set of games, unless Tonegawa was specifically misdirecting by being like, I'm going to give you a helpful hint. When he's actually like, no, the fucker was just like holding his hand over the one card, right? It's like, I can just tell that's the card that's the Emperor, right?
Right. It does matter, though, who plays it, first and second, though, because if Tonegawa's playing first...
Then it doesn't matter because he won't be able to necessarily see what Kaiji played. Yeah.
Well, no. He'll know what he played, but he can't respond to it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Because that's the whole point. There is no actual response in this game. It's all guesswork, right? So the only response you can do is after a bunch of draws, is this the time where they're going to change things? But that's based on speculation. It's and what you can read on them and all of that stuff. It's not based on any actual game data. So that's what makes this game so exciting. That's probably what makes Tonegawa so good at it because he just has a level head and he can just, I'll just play it casual, nice and cool.
I would love to talk to a mathematician, though, about the odds and stuff with regards to this game in terms of optimal play and gaining that slight bit of percentage win chance on the slave side specifically because there really is no... hard game data that you get other than the size of everyone's hands, basically.
Right, but even then...
No, but then it does actually change the odds. It actually does change the odds. So it's the thing of where, what point does playing the slave have basically what point does playing the slave, because there should be a bell curve of some type, or it would be the opposite, where it's the... odds go down dramatically every round because the Emperor could be played at any point, but then also slope back up because now if the Emperor hasn't been played and you're on that round, your odds go back up.
But the tough part is that the Emperor being played could make you lose, but you playing the slave would also make you lose unless they happen to play the Emperor at the same time. So it's
No, it's dramatically stacked against the slave.
No, totally. But because of that, I don't think I think it's not at all statistics. It is 100% reading the person. Because then it's what will they do? Because the odds aren't really changing.
No, I disagree because that's why it's important to have the playing first alternate.
Okay.
It is a little bit of bait, yes, in some measure, but it does actually change things. I would say a slight bit.
Well, does it change it, or is that the part that makes it definitive that it's based around reading the other person? Because then you're giving each person their chance, an even chance, to play the actual game of reading the person rather than actually trying to figure out odds.
I think that's the main point of it. Yes. Yeah. But really, really solid game, because now Tonegawa is getting to show us who he is all over again, like with the high beam, and so. I like the way he's doing this. There is nothing about him that is really that deceptive, other than the almost cringy, hilarious line of, "Are you psychic? What?
Yeah.
No. Obviously, he's meaning the. Did you intuit basically based off of something completely subconscious to the point where you have a sense that you're like, he's played it, because that's real. That's real. I've called like red or black, off of people's facial expressions, like 11 times in a row, like a 50-50.
Right, because you can get inside someone's head.
You can get inside someone's head, and you can
exactly.
kind of tell what they're going to do, in the same way that there are some people that are good at rock, paper, scissors.
Right.
There are patterns that people fall into that are essentially random, but because people are making decisions based on that.
Yep, you just get into the logic of what their decision is, and then there you go. And that's without going into all of the technical card play, stuff of mixing up your cards, not hovering on one card, and things like that.
Exactly.
So,
Kaiji has clearly never played a
card-based guessing game?
A strategy card-based guessing game.
Right, because rock, paper, scissors... that had none of that.
No. But in a lot of ways, because it was simultaneous, the actual hands that they had were determined based on.
Well, but it wasn't simultaneous. It was simultaneous reveal, right? Like they didn't necessarily They would well, I guess
it was simultaneous set.
Yes, it was simultaneous set, but as the person is deciding, you can be reading off of what they're doing, right?
No, totally.
So it's just that the cards need to go down at the same time,
right.
And be flipped.
But there's nothing
right?
about. But that's the different thing, is that there's nothing about the way that people have arranged their cards in rock, paper, scissors where you can tell which one is a rock, paper, or a scissor. Whereas in this, there's literally one card that is the power card, and everything else is irrelevant. It's just which card do they seem to be favoring.
It gets way simpler.
It's way simpler.
And also because you're playing against one opponent multiple times, as opposed to the rock, paper, scissors thing where, you might be able to get some info by watching their games and seeing what they've played and things like that to try and guess the odds in their hand.
Because that's actually learning what cards they have left. That's different than knowing, which cards they seem to be favoring. Because, I've played tons of card games and stuff, and you can't actually see... and this is intentional with digital card games, you can't actually see what cards they seem to be hovering over. But you can just count to see which cards they've been holding in their hand for a long period of turns.
Yeah, that card hasn't been played
for 7 turns.
Right, exactly. Now the thing is, in the case of this one, that doesn't matter, because as long as it's a win or a loss once, the round's over.
The round's over. Right? I love that. I love that so much. There's no win more, loss more aspect of
this.
So
you absolutely could hold on to the slave or the emperor to the very end, and realistically, as long as you don't give them any hint that you're going to be doing that, it doesn't actually change anything odds wise, because it's still just, can they read that that's what you're going to do or not? Right.
There's a fun element of the idea that you could bluff to be thinking that you're choosing a card, but you do it randomly.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to roll a die in your head? Like every single face on a die.
No,
So you see a roll, so you know that when it hits to this point here, then it's going to slow down a specific point.
Interesting. I have never done that or even thought about doing that.
I used to do this in my head sometimes, where I would roll D6s. Mm-hmm. And I can simulate in my head what the momentum of the
1
thing
to
in
6,
there.
2 to 5, 3 to 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's the point of when it starts to slow down, odds are it's going to come to this point here where it's it's going to go through one of these, and then I kind of have
you imagine a throw and how the physics might work of it tumbling and all that stuff, and so then it comes
so then it must be a 2 then. So I pick the second card and then I play that one.
Oh wait, do it.
using that die roll to decide which of the cards in your hand you could play.
Wait. So are you saying you have done that with regards to card games?
Not card games, but like choosing one of a number of things, and then I'll always start from the left, and I'll count, and then if I ever do too many, I'll loop back to left, and then count as that.
I like it. Yeah, well, and that's really certainly with regards to the
not with cards though.
With the regards to the Emperor,
right?
Maybe with regards to the Slave, but it's tough. Certainly with regards to the Emperor, trying to do some kind of simulated random is probably the best way to go.
Yeah, I would definitely do that in this game with the Emperor.
And then just have a good poker face for the times when you do actually play the Emperor so they can't tell.
Right. Just try to, one of the other things is don't try to do a poker face. Try to do a loose face every single time. Like try to give away specific things every single time.
Oh.
Because I think a lot of people don't actually have a good poker face.
Okay.
Because what they do is they focus up here.
Because
a poker face is not just your face; it's literally
your whole body.
It's your whole body. So it's the idea that like some people will kind of like breathe with like a sigh of relief when they finish their card play or something like that. Then when they finish their play, which is kind of them showing that there was a lot of stress,
right? And then they just relaxed or something. Yeah,
and then they just kind of relax. It's the whole element of it.
See what you got to do, Kaiji. What you got to do.
When you bet in poker.
And of course, it's very understandable that you wouldn't do this because this is a crazy tense situation. All kinds of psychological warfare. The
buzzing in the ear. I didn't realize how loud that would be.
That was that's brutal.
That's
brutal.
That's mind-boggling to think about. The idea that if it's going, but have you ever had a mosquito buzzing around your ear?
Oh yeah.
You know that's not just a, that. No, it gets. Really loud.
That would and it moves slowly.
Right.
Like,
but if it's a grinding screw in your ear canal,
that would be fucking awful.
That would drive you mad. Yeah.
But here's my theory.
Oh, okay.
Best way to do it.
Theory.
All right. It's not that you have to have a poker face. You got to be thinking about something that is not the game. So. You Gaius Baltar this shit, and just imagine yourself with 6 of 9, right? or not 6 of 9. I'm getting it mixed up with.
I just can't believe that you did that. That's just so funny.
No, but
my bro just revealed 2 of his sexual fantasies on video right now.
But basically, you just go into your mind space of some kind of sexy time, like fun times. That way you'll just just be thinking so that
you combined At and Rand with your own degeneracy. That's hilarious.
So that way you're not trying to force certain tells to come up because then he could read what kind of things you'd be trying to force.
That's what I was just saying though. No. Force a loose face basically.
But it has to be something where you're not even thinking about what kind of tells would come up.
No. But that's the thing. It's the same thing. You're just focusing on a specific thing. The problem is that you have to make a decision in the midst of that.
Right.
So your brain is going to break out of it for a specific bit. So it's the idea that instead of trying to focus on something that's not the game, focus on the game and give a specifically different kind of bluff face every single time.
Yes. But
yes, I love your thought and theory, Jacob. But it still requires the point at which you make a decision.
There is that part of me that definitely would love to play this game, not with the stakes that are involved, but just to see how would we do?
No, the way you do it is very simple. You start with 10 integers of money on each side. You actually gamble, and then what you do is based on what each person basically bets for the hand. You take turns every round, alternating who's in charge of the betting.
But I feel like
and then you play 12 hands, and then you do the same thing there, and it's the same thing as the alternating hands there.
Maybe. I feel like the fact that it's essentially against the house with regards to the betting is vital because the odds change so dramatically based on what side you're at, and also whether you're betting, whether you're playing first or not.
I just realized a much easier way to do this is first hand of 12, one person is the only person that bets. Next game, you use the same money pools, and then the other person is the only person that bets.
Oh,
so
sure.
You pay 24 hands.
Right. And so let's say you had $20 that you had to bet, or $50 or something like that,
right.
you would still have just $50 to bet with in the second game. You couldn't
Yeah.
take your winnings and, you know,
Right.
bring it into it or anything.
Bench it
yeah,
or
yeah.
anything.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you could do it that way.
Sure.
And I think that would be pretty fun. It would be fun to see if people win or lose more in the first round, how the next person bets in the next round, because they could bet safer by being in the second hand of the game.
Right.
So being in the second game might give you more potential power, you know?
And then the only weird thing would be that if you have, say, $50 and you're betting, there's still the idea that theoretically you could bet $10 on a slave hand and win, and then, you know, or $50 and, you know,
Right,
and then
but
it's
then-
5 times, you know,
right,
so you'd
but-
have to,
Right, but
you
then
have
the
to
other
figure out
per-
exactly
no,
what
you'd
works
have
for both people.
rebuy-ins and stuff like that.
No, right.
Things
But
and
the
stuff.
idea that, like, if you the $50 or whatever amount it was would be based on the person that's making the bets, not what the other person pays out, because theoretically it could be,
Yeah.
you know.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But okay, this is fun.
Good. This is fun.
Yeah.
Y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Row Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.